Good morning. We've had a lot of questions on social media about how I use the polling pin and what we do with it. So we're going to take just a little time and show you Cowie. She's a 3-year-old dual ray that has never been worked in the pole pin before. And we're just going to show you how I get them started in this little pin that's 24 foot by 30 foot with a pole about in the middle. And the purpose of today is just to kind of get her broke to the pin and get started on getting her a little more trained and walk you through it as we go. All I have is just a plain rope halter and an old rope that's cut off just a little bit so it's easier to handle. The first thing I want to do is I want to just start kicking her around, just lunge her a little bit. And I don't know that she knows how to do any of this. Just gonna slip one dally over that post, and that dally just moves around with the horse. And then you'll see later, I'll start using this post to get some form and shape on her body as she travels. All I'm asking for is just steady forward motion here. When she slows down, try to catch her before she does it. So I'm looking for now just nice solid motion, and I don't want her pulling on the rope. Kind of want her trotting around here with just a little slack in that rope. And I like to see her eye on me also. I'm watching her eye and I'm watching her body. As we get further into this, I want to see that bend right behind that front cinch. Slow her down. I'm going to slow her down by myself slowing down. Just like that, a little pat. Not too much. Okay, she'll start to figure it out. I want a nice steady motion. Everything's pretty good this way. Now I'm going to get her to stop. There we go. That's nice, actually. And I'll get her to change directions here. I'll use that pole to do it. Pretty good. She kind of fell into the turn a little bit. That's okay. First time in here. We're going right here. Different on this side, which horses are different on each side. Alright. See how she's speeding up and slowing down as she goes around the circle. I get a lot of slack in the rope and then a little slack. It goes tight to loose, tight to loose. We want her to just cruise around on kind of just a loose rope and a consistent speed here. I'm just going to play with it with my body and the tension on the rope and pull there to kind of come into the circle. Better. It's a really good way with these young horses to work on speed control. And to get both sides of the body real even. There, that's nice. That's a lot better. That's pretty big progress already. You can tell she's thinking and she's checking in with me constantly with that eye. Kind of coming in there just a little. Good. That's nice. Looking around, change directions. Nice. That's very, very pretty. And she's just cruising out of there at a nice trot. Just like I'd like her to as if I was working a cow on her. that's a real good start. Now that I got that, I'm gonna add some headgear to her. Start working on her body shape. It's just a plain snaffle. It's kind of heavy. When I put this snaffle on, I put my arm under both the brow band, this part, and the headstall part to get it over her head, so that when I grab this snaffle, it's already right where it should be, and my hand can come right here to her nose to control her just in case I need to. That's a good girl. Just a plain snaffle, not anything exciting. I like that tension right there, just where it's kind of touching those lips. Okay, the next little piece of equipment is just a bungee. This is just a bungee cord. Snap on this end, hook to a chain on this end that also has some snaps. I added 2 for some extra length. Okay, and then use your chain and just go through the snaffle over the top of the head. Now, she's never had this on before, so I'm being kind of precautious. And then back through the snaffle, and then the chain does not actually touch the horse. The only thing touching the horse is the bungee cord. So I'm going to start out snapping it. I'm going to snap it to the chain kind of loose. So that's pretty loose on the 3rd chain. This chain link is just, the only reason for this chain is to make your adjustments, so you can adjust how tight you have it easily. No leather to get worn out or anything. And this was a Philip Rawls idea, and it's worked very, very well for me. Okay, now that's on. Now, this part's just a little bit dangerous, so you want to keep an eye on her because her head's tied down. You're never quite sure how they're going to react. I want to add that until these horses cruise around the pen very nicely and have a lot of forward motion, I do not add anything to them. If they're struggling going around the pole, then I don't add anything. They need to go around real nicely and understand the forward motion before you ever add anything to them here. So now, same thing, I'm just kind of gonna jip her forward and let her feel that head setter. There, she's felt it and she's going forward. That's very nice. She understands how to give the pressure before she's ever come in here. That's pretty important. There, that's a little nicer now. This bungee is just gonna help her keep her body shaped up and formed and add a little pressure to her. You're going to hear me use the word pressure a lot. These horses have to learn how to take pressure. It takes a lot of pressure to make a diamond, and it's no different in horse. So this is just going to help her stay shaped up. There, she's kind of fighting it just a little bit more. Now my goal here, my end goal on this deal, is to be able to slow her down, speed her up, do a lot of speed control. And then I also want that front inside foot to land right underneath her chin as she's trotting around with slack in the rope. I want her hip up underneath her. Don't want her coming into me right here. It's all right, this can happen. Just try to get her to go forward. That's why that pole's here. That's the girl. Perfect. Rope's just a little short. Best thing you can do right there is not panic, slow everything back down. Get her going forward again. Keep yourself from getting in a wreck. Now that right there, that's why you teach them how to go around before you put the bungee on. If you didn't know how to already go around, that could have been a real mess. It might have tore down my whole pin. Okay, back to what I was working on. The inside front foot landing under the chin, hip underneath her. And the bend I want in the body should be right behind that front finish. Okay, this is all better. Remember, this is her first time in here, so we're not going to get it perfect. I'm going to change direction. I'm just going to slide to that pole, and she stopped real nice. Now, I do not want her to turn until I tell her to turn, though. Okay, so right now I slide to this side of the pole, get her attention to get her to stop. And then when I slide out here in front of her eye, that's when she's allowed to turn. She's taking a few steps back. Very nice, natural for her. Same as working a cow. And then get her to go that other direction. And get her to go a little more to the outside of the pen here. A lot better this way this time. She's already figuring it out. We've already made a lot of progress in one day. So I really want to end on a good note. I don't want to get her in a wreck in here, so then I can build on this later. That's way better. Body shaping up. Head's coming in nicely. She's got her eye on me. Sitting a very nice steady trot. Probably just going to get her to stop on this side. That's perfect. She stopped. Like to see that hind leg back just like that. Just to where she's a little bit more ready to turn around. Send her through there. Snapped right through and hit the trot. Okay, now I've done one turn each way. Everything's been even. Trotted off very nicely. Now, I'm about done. This is a nice first work in the pole pen. There, that's nice. She's thinking about it now. She's thinking about me. She's licking her lips. I've got any of the freshness off now. Now she's pretty much ready to go work.